I've been looking at various clothing brands out there trying to find exactly what I want, but I can't quite find it. Have you ever had that experience? And maybe even thought to yourself, why couldn't I create the designs that I want to wear? Well, today we're going to do exactly that. Because with all the various resources available, from print on demand to the platforms to sell it on, we're going to create our own shop and sell our own designs. Are you with me? Actually, I do have some experience designing t-shirts. You see, my family has a business called Breezin' Up. My parents started it when I was pretty young. And you know what? I've learned a lot just watching them take it from a small single store business to multiple stores across the East Coast of the United States. They make comfortable, durable clothing that is inspired by the beach. Now, my parents and my sister are the main designers for the brand, but I've picked up a few tips from them along the way. And in fact, when I was 9 years old, I got to design my own t-shirt. And I still remember how cool it was seeing my own design printed on a t-shirt that I could wear. Now, let's get started. And let's define our brand mission. You see, if you have your own brand in mind that you want to start, well, you can follow along. Because I want to make a brand that really means something. I want to create a clothing line that you can come back to again and again. Just like that favorite t-shirt you pull out of your drawer over and over again. I want to create graphic tees and sweatshirts that really evoke that sense of childhood and that sense of wonder you had as a kid. But making it relevant to who you are today. Whether that's dinosaurs or outer space or robots. Just having fun with it and to be an expression of who you are. I also don't really want to rely on IP or intellectual property from other brands. Because I feel like so many clothing brands today rely on creating that nostalgia through maybe logos you saw as a kid, whether it's Lucky Charms or cartoon characters that are popular. But I'd rather be sort of an expression of your inner child rather than just some kind of branding or marketing on a shirt. Now, what better way to come up with your design principles than to look at your current favorites? So hold on one second, I'll be right back.
Ah, laundry day.
Oh, no, actually, I'm just going through some of my favorite designs. You want to check them out with me?
RT's grandmother had an old saying about laundry.
Oh, really? Well, what did she say?
She would always say, RT, don't overload the bin. Wise words.
That is solid advice, actually. Your grandmother must have been pretty wise.
Oh, indeed. She was very wise. She was a washing machine, after all.
Huh. Okay.
She also said, for bulky items, make sure to use the dial and always use a 120-volt outlet.
Okay, well, thanks for that, RT. Anyway, I like the use of bold sort of imagery and text. So this one's got Radiohead backwards, and then you've got some very sort of symbolic sort of representation on the back. And as I'm kind of going through some of these designs, I'm realizing that a lot of my favorite shirts are from platforms like Etsy or Redbubble that allow independent artists to sell their work. I like the playful kind of design, the cloud design, and then mixed with the color of the shirt itself. I think it works well. This one, I believe that must say Nintendo, and then on the bottom it says New York. Although I don't know for sure if that says Nintendo. Someone has to let me know. I really like the design. I like the distressed kind of look to the printing and the kind of subtle subdued colors there, and a nice bright green actual shirt that I think works well together. This one is based on the Wind Up Bird Chronicle, a book from Murakami. The simplicity of it is just something I go to over and over again. I think there's something nice about a design that can look really good up close or from far away. I like a sense of quirkiness or playfulness with the imagery, as well as a bit of a sense of there being a deeper meaning behind the text that might appear alongside of the image. Defining who the brand is for is also important, because I hope that this clothing line isn't just for me, because that would be a pretty small audience. I think that this brand is for anyone that wants to express that playful side of themselves, but that makes them unique and they want to express. It's inclusive. It's all ages, all genders, It's something that you can get for yourself and wear on your own, or maybe you're a parent and you get one for your kid too, and it's something you can share together. I want this clothing line to be made well, with high quality fabrics and inks and sustainable production. I'm still doing research on the different printing options and garment providers out there, and this is something that I want to share in future updates later. But I know these 3 key points are so important: sustainability, high quality look and feel, and ethical manufacturing practices. So whatever it takes to achieve these 3 main goals, the line will be priced accordingly. And I'll have updates about this in future videos. And I think we're also gonna have to kind of reminisce a little and tap into our inner child to come up with our first set of designs.
Ah, childhood. RT was once a young robot, sitting next to Granny Maytag as she washed clothes, the spinning sounds lulling RT to sleep.
Oh, that's a sweet memory.
Yes, RT was only on firmware update 1.2. Such innocent, outdated software.
Oh, I guess you learned a lot of new features since then?
Yes, like the ability to appreciate fine art and literature, and also factor very large prime numbers.
Okay, well that sounds pretty advanced. Let us know in the comments if you've got any ideas for a design for the brand, and then check out this next video where we start actually designing our first t-shirts for the store.